First at 4, a Macomb County doctor is charged with fraud, accused of offering fake coronavirus treatments. The city of Detroit is looking to jumpstart city services and what the big three automakers tell Local 4 about restarting production. Paula.
Hey, Karen, landscapers and nurseries are back in business, but what does that business actually look like? Are the customers even coming back? We'll have a live report then.
Hey, Paula, yes, we are finishing up another beautiful afternoon, but we have got a ton of rain on the way tonight. We'll show you just how much a ton is right now, First at 4.
Live from downtown Detroit, home of WDIV and Click on Detroit, Local 4 News First at 4 starts now.
Good afternoon, I'm Karen Drew. First at 4, we are talking about who is going back to work, who's not, and who's still waiting to find out. Today, Detroit's mayor tells us how some city workers will be back on the job with new safety precautions. State Republicans are pressuring Governor Whitmer to open more businesses more quickly. In Washington, the House of Representatives says it's not coming back to Washington next week, while the Senate will be in session. All this as Michigan records more than 1,000 new cases of COVID-19, up to 39,000 overall, and more than 3,500 people have died. Federal prosecutors have charged a Macomb County doctor with fraud for coronavirus treatments offered at his office. Dr. Charles Bach of Allure Medical Spa is accused of promoting and giving high-dose vitamin C infusions to treat coronavirus and billing Medicare for it. Federal complaint also says 5 employees at Allure tested positive for the virus but continue to treat patients. Prosecutors say Mock violated Governor Whitmer's executive order to stop all non-essential medical treatments by treating patients over the last month. NBC is reporting Detroit's big three automakers are targeting May 18th to resume some production at U.S. factories. But all 3 companies and the UAW tell Local 4 no date has been set. So here's what they did tell us. The union says it continues to discuss protocols for the health and the safety of its members. GM says significant planning is underway. Ford says it's continuing to assess public health conditions, and FCA says it's re-evaluating its plans, but none of them would confirm a projected start date. Detroit's mayor is getting specific about how hundreds of city workers will get back to work, along with new safety protocols. The mayor just held a news conference this afternoon. Local 4's Kimberly Gill been following that closely in the newsroom and takes a look at the city's plans. Kim.
Yeah. Hi, Karen. Good afternoon. Mayor Duggan says he could have brought back city employees earlier, even under the governor's stay-at-home order, but he wanted to find the very best health practices. Up first, the city will bring back 200 general service workers. Those are the people who maintain landscaping around city buildings and medians. Almost all of those people have been tested for COVID-19 or will be by next Monday. Mayor Duggan says they must test negative before coming back to work. They will have their temperatures taken before work, and if it's more than 100 degrees Fahrenheit, they will be referred to a doctor. The 200 employees used to work out of 2 locations. Well, now it will be 5 locations, allowing for more space between them. The mayor says the city is setting a high bar to make employees feel safe.
The goal is going to continue to be that the 8 hours a day you're working for the city, you are just as safe as you are with your weekend activities at home. That's a high standard, but we're trying to meet it.
One more note. The mayor also says cases of coronavirus seem to be on the decline in Detroit because of success with social distancing. And he says the medical facility at the TCF Center has only 16 patients right now, and he thinks it won't be long until it's able to shut down. So, Karen, we'll have more from the mayor coming up on the news at 5. Until then, we'll send it back to you.
All right, some encouraging news this afternoon. Thanks, Kim. Governor Whitmer and Republican lawmakers are trying to hammer out if and for how long the state's emergency declaration will be extended. The governor is hoping for 28 days. The current order runs through May 1st and expires this coming Friday. Republicans control the legislature and they want to speed up the reopening of state businesses. They're meeting in Lansing today and tomorrow to chart a new path forward. Coming up at 5, business editor Rod Maloney will take you inside those negotiations and tell you where things stand. The governor has already eased restrictions on some businesses, among them greeneries and landscapers. It's great news for one business owner who's been arguing all along he can do his job safely. Today was reopening day. Paula Tutman paid a visit to see how it's going. I assume pretty busy, Paula?
Well, you know what? I guess you kind of have to take a look at that and figure that out for yourself. So consider this. 35 employees, all of them had to be laid off. They've all been brought back to 6 days a week, so they're back to full time. A day like today, they would normally do 50% more business, but they'll take it. Brisk business. Even if feeling normal now means gloves, masks, and direction arrows on the doors and floors.
I'm happy about that.
As a nursery and landscaping business with the go-ahead to reopen, the owner of Goldner Walsh Garden and Home in Pontiac could have opened Friday, was desperate to open Friday, but didn't. He waited until today.
And we had to really think through the process. This is an old place, so there's lots of aisles and lots of challenges to get ready for opening under these circumstances. So the first thing is to get our employees on the same page as far as new habits and priorities of cleaning.
It also means a puff of steam in the supply chain engine of agriculture. It means Greystone Gardens in Armada could make its first delivery of pansies of the season.
You know, I used to worry about the weather. That seems like it's gone a little farther down the priority list.
It means Tim Travis now has pansies to sell. And it means customers now have pansies to buy. And commerce begins to slowly get on track.
Agriculture is the second largest industry in Michigan. It's probably between $700 million and $1 billion. That's just in the greenhouses. That's not including all the other types of agriculture. But this also has a trickle-down effect.
Granted, this is not just a run-and-grab-something proposition. There is protocol, and customers are following it.
Everyone's covered. People have on gloves like myself. And everything is organized. So I still feel the social distancing. I see he's marked everything too.
Some customers have never even been here before, but just the idea of making sure a local business survives was enough to come.
Never been here, never really bought plants, always wanted to.
And they were not disappointed, and neither were the regulars.
The flowers are always fresh, seriously. And basically the customer and the employees are very friendly too.
Now, I did do a stroll through wearing my mask, of course, and it was a different experience. I did see a few people without masks on. Obviously, they're not watching our Dr. McGeorge, who says that it is a courtesy to others to wear your mask. But I will say this, that standing 6 feet behind was a customer who heard the person in front of them is a first responder. They took care of the entire nursery bill. And so you see, people are still very, very kind. Karen?
Love that ending. Thank you, Paula. We really appreciate it. From the beginning, the lack of sufficient ventilators was a really big key concern during this crisis. And while Michigan has flattened the curve enough for the supply to meet demand, there's still a shortage in other places and worries about a second wave of illnesses. Dr. Frank McGeorge is here with an innovative solution to the problem.
Many groups have proposed splitting ventilators between patients using a simple Y-shaped device. But that's really only an option if patients have similar-sized lungs and they need the exact same ventilator settings. Plus, there is a risk of infection between patients. So, researchers at the University of Michigan set out to design a better way to share this critical resource.
Rather than having people die because there's inability to get ventilators, we wanted to find some way that we could go and treat these patients.
Dr. Glenn Green and other researchers at the University of Michigan quickly devised this, a customized vent splitter.
So we developed a way to provide individualized settings in a way that each patient can have their own specific settings and treatment according to what their own lung requirements are.
The device has been granted emergency use authorization by the FDA. It delivers oxygen similar to a scuba tank used by divers. There are also filters and one-way valves to prevent cross-contamination between patients. It's relatively inexpensive to make and easily transportable.
There was a large request from the government of Mexico to obtain ventilators, and so we're looking to see if this would be of use to them.
Green says this truly was a community effort.
A friend of mine had a yoga studio and was totally shut down and was not able to do anything with her yoga studio. She opened up and let us use that area for our work.
Now, for comparison, a ventilator costs tens of thousands of dollars. These devices can be made for just $500, and that cost could decrease dramatically if they were made on a larger scale. So this could be a real lifesaver in parts of the world where ventilators are still in short supply, or if we need more here down the road. Back to you.
All right. Thank you, Doc. And remember, you can find Dr. McGeorge's answers to your COVID-19 questions online at clickondetroit.com. Just look for the health page. It has been tough to enjoy spring this month, but today, oh my goodness, we got blue skies, we got bright sun. I don't know if you can see me, Ben, but I brought out my bright yellow dress just in celebration. Now the question is, how long is this good weather going to last?
I can't see you, Karen. In fact, I just took my sunglasses off.
It's pretty bright, I know.
Because you're so bright. Yeah, no, it looks fantastic. The day looks fantastic. It's 2 in a row, and really the back end of the week looks good too. This stuff, not so much. Here's the rain we're expecting tonight. It is starting to move into the western edge of Lake Michigan, and it will be here through the overnight hours tonight. We can already start to see, by the way, if you look down to the south, you can start to see some of those showers down there towards Toledo, which, of course, there you go. You can see just a few of those starting to emerge. We'll first see a round of showers start to form there in the south zone during the evening. That stuff's going to be fairly light. And then the bigger push of moisture is coming with that system as we get overnight. The big question is, if we get a break from this between now and Thursday evening, we'll look at that and the totals we're expecting in just a few minutes. Karen?
All right. Thank you, Ben. Still ahead, talk about Big Brother. Is one nation going too far to monitor people under quarantine? We'll talk about a strict surveillance program. Also, new plans to make flying safer. An airline has become the first to require passengers to change their habits. Up first, the Summer Olympics have already been postponed, but could they be canceled altogether? We have new comments about what needs to happen before the games begin. That story right after the break.
We're learning more about the impact staying home is having on some children. Tomorrow at 6 a.m., what researchers found made the isolation easier to bear and the warning signs